Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
Welcome back, Founding League members, to the somber intro over the death of a Superman, as we have our Cape Crusader bring together 5 unlikely heroes in this week's episode of Zack Snyder's Just Crit League. It's your GM Patrick here, your genocidal mother box boom to you across the cosmos, and joining me in kicking parademons in the teeth and resurrecting a Kryptonian god are my 5 friends and your players across the digital table. For me, faster than a flash, and all dogs love his stolen hot dogs. It's Miles playing Raimi Allen. Good evening. On my right, he will deflect your bullets with a DR against piercing damage. It's Tyler playing Adros of Themyscira. Ping, ping. To his left, she's ready to surf on a parademon and huck her Solarian trident in your direction. It's Rebecca playing Alindra Curry.
Good to be here.
Booyah. To my left, he's rich enough to have a butler do his bidding, but he's so get-'em's thieves all by himself. Drew play Knack Wayne.
I promise this version that adds 2 hours to the record time is better.
Oh, can you imagine? And finally, to his left, this techno amalgam of cybernetics and football star is the emotional core of the team. It's your bird as Andis Stone.
Beep boop! I got all the nukes. Whose bright idea was it to give a teenager all the nukes? Beep boop boop. Known for being really emotionally stable. Boop boop boop.
I can bring the economy crashing down. Beep bloop bloop.
Nobody. They better not run out of that Rick and Morty sauce at McDonald's again.
Oh no.
Whoops. Oops. There goes McDonald's HQ. Boop boop. Beep boop.
Beep boop. I mean beep boop.
Welcome back, guys. You ready to get into this week's episode of the Cosmic Grid?
Boy, I hope so.
We've been trying to earn the prize in our trivia recaps for the last 3 weeks. A single turn time machine. If you get all 3 questions right this week, one player after your turn in the round has completely finished, you can completely undo it, reversing time and play your turn again, making different decisions and different rules. And if you get all 3 wrong at any point, then I get that for a bad guy. So let's get into this week's questions. In real life, it's been a couple weeks since we played, so these are going to be easy for you, right? You took a ton of notes 2 weeks ago when we last played.
Yeah, we've been studying ever since.
Did you listen to the raw audio before the episode was released? Last week on Cosmic Grit, you were all sent on a mission to the core of Absalom Station, to the Starstone reactor itself. And the steward director general sent you on this mission. Oh, what is his name?
Got it.
Oh, Drew wants to beep, 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 buzz in.
Director General Lynn Camelin.
Yes, Lin-Manuel Camelin. That is correct. Next,
not throwing away this shot.
Why, you're 1/3 of the way there. Next question. Exploring the cavernous Jeffries tubes and access tunnels beneath Absalom's spike, you met an odd figure in a blue skin and horned winged kind of form. My question to you is, what kind of vessel was this proper outsider gentleman drinking tea from? What was his beverage holder of choice? Ooh. Anybody want to venture a guess? Well, I wouldn't be asking this if it was an easy one, right?
I'll guess it.
Yeah.
The teacup.
It was not a teacup.
Oh, well, dang.
I'm so sorry. It was a thermos lid. Drinking from a thermos. Last but not least, you guys found a temporal anomaly in space and time nearby the core, where timey-wimey was going wrongy-wongy, I guess. You found there 5 engineer space suits cut for skittermanders, and all I need you to tell me is 3 out of the 5 names that you found there. 3 out of the 5. Not too hard, right?
I got him.
Oh, Rebecca, you going 5 for 5 or?
I got all 5 actually.
Oh my!
Does that make up for the previous answer if I get all 5 correct?
If you get 6 out of 5 correct, yes.
All right, Tybee, Quat, Smiggles, CeeLo, and Vona. Vona?
Yeah, you didn't even get all those right, but you got 3 out of 5 of them. Schmiggles and Vona, yes. Excellent. Those indeed were the Skittermander engineer specialist from our Crit Miss special back in 2021, if you can believe that. And when we last left off, you guys were rocking through the doorway here into the next room, and I've got Andis, Adros, and Alindra all trying to brute force maybe this door open. And in doing so, you let off an electric blast of crackling blue lightning. That's where we're starting this week, as it's arcing through your chests. I need you 3, starting us off, to make me a reflex save.
I think
Reflex save.
I'm going to try and use my defensive roll ability. This is a feat. As a reaction, when I am attacked or when I must attempt a reflex saving throw, I can attempt an acrobatics check. If I use this ability as a reaction to an attack and your acrobatics check result exceeds your opponent's attack roll result, the attack misses you. If you use this ability as a reaction when you must attempt a reflex saving throw, you can use your acrobatics check result as your reflex save. Once you use this ability, you cannot do so again until you regain SP. After you use this ability, you are staggered.
Oh,
so that is the downside.
Staggered until when?
The end of my next turn.
Oh, that's not that bad.
When that's like, you're staggered for an hour.
That's not that bad. All right, let's get to rolling.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So would this count toward my, adaptive energy shield, so that if I'm taking electricity damage, then in the future, if I take electricity damage, I have a 5 resist?
I think that's in combat. What is it? Adaptive energy?
Energy? Yeah. It's an upgrade, armor upgrade.
That might last as long as you have it kind of attuned. Oh, until it's taken no damage of the attuned type for 5 minutes. So this would last for 5 minutes.
Okay. 21 for me.
Okay. Tyler has rolled a rock on an acrobatics check. Feeling good. How are you feeling, Jabber? What'd you get?
I rolled a 31. So somewhere in between the two.
Yeah. Guess this is the time I ask if anybody does want to do level 16 reroll, but we've got some pretty good rolls here. I don't know if that's the case. Does anybody want to?
No,
I think no. I mean,
you rolled a 13.
Rolled a 13, so
I don't know, buddy.
Who still has level rerolls at 16?
That's good. That's a good question.
It's
I don't
not on
know.
the handout, so I don't know.
I was about to say, I don't know if anybody does right now, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. It is a lot of damage coming your way, but we do have 2 saves and 1 fail. And Alindra's our fail for electricity damage. Okay. I have to set up a little macro here because this is more D12s than I can normally roll.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's good news.
Great. It is a 14 D12 electricity.
Nice.
Here it comes.
14 D12.
Yeah, so it could just be 14 damage.
That's what I'm hoping for.
That's
Be good.
average of 91, everybody.
Now that I
Average of
say
91.
that. Let's blast them back. Come on, roll 20. Oh,
Yay.
below average. I've got 112 in there,
Still pretty hefty.
but no ones. So
Pretty beefy.
yeah, 86 points of electricity damage as you guys are. You see them kind of like going numb for a second. Neck and Raimi
is it
are like
half on a? Is it half on a save?
It is half on a save,
Oh.
so only 43 for Adros and Andis.
Okay.
Only 43. Only 43.
What's going on in there? It sounds like somebody put a fork in a microwave. What's happening?
Yeah. Do you guys want to come in the room? Were you not investigating the spacesuits and stuff?
We probably were. I just don't remember.
Raimi and Knack. I mean, move you right
I think
forward.
I think I got something from those. I got the phase shifter.
Last week, you guys did find the de-aged version of the green Skittermander. Silo had on him. He looked like he was playing with like a little ball or something, and he had on him a Mark III kinetic converter.
Yes, that's what I grabbed.
Yeah, after that goes off, it does look like you can kind of pry the doors open and see a little bit that there's bits of a device that looks like has arced through the door here. How are you guys doing? Do you want to take a little breather, a little break?
I'm good.
Are you into
Alindra?
HP damage, Rebecca?
No.
Okay.
I still have 106 SP, so I'm good.
Holy cow.
You not want to burn an RP here?
No. No. I think I'm good.
Okay.
Okay.
I might regret that in a minute, but we'll see.
Maybe, because as you guys are still jimmying with the door, shaking off that wound here behind you, the direction from which you have come, what sounds like maybe someone dropping something metal perhaps hitting the gantry behind you that led into this chamber. Not too far away, like maybe 100 feet or so down the corridor. What would you like to do?
Can I shine a light down that way and peer into the inky blackness?
Do you want to move back down the corridor? I don't know what kind of light you've got range wise, but
I mean, sure, yeah. I will put my Titan shield up and align it that direction, and then I'll clang 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 clang.
I like how you guys are still in like the mode that these traps are going to be like the be all end all, and you're like, I just took 40 points of electricity damage. I'm not going to burn RP, whatever. Let's go.
Listen.
Look at that. Investigate that bump in the night, that clank. Yeah, going down that way, you see what looks like a humanoid body kind of like shifting there in the darkness. Looks like they're very poorly trying to hide behind you. So you're not able to catch them in your light.
Does
Does
this humanoid body sound like it might be very small and have 6 arms?
Just taking a look at kind of the shadow and the shape, it is much larger than a Skittermander whelp, which I think is technically tiny. It is a medium-sized creature.
I think Edros will, call out and just say, all right, whoever's out in there moving around in the dark, we hear you. Now, why don't you come out, say hi, and tell us what you're doing.
You want to make a diplomacy or intimidate check?
Yeah, intimidate.
What do you think that is?
That's intimidate.
Okay.
Or else. There's the intimidation.
There's the intimidate.
Natural 20.
Oh, goodness gracious. A very kowtowed and meek figure comes kind of shuffling forward through the darkness. It is a very thin-framed Decimar Imago, sharply dressed, holding a small hollow pad that seems to be turned off. Their wings maybe a bit frazzled, antennae slicked back. And those are, if you recall, the kind of butterfly folks, alien race. And they'll move into the room in which you guys are and say, well, hi there, Drift Rider crew. Allow me to introduce myself. The name's Phalar, ace reporter for the Absalom Examiner, fastest red screen sheet in all the station. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, good jinx, right? Good. It was a good comeback.
Fancy meeting you here.
Yeah. Do you want to give me a quick culture check, Drew?
Yeah, I can do that very thing. What was the name of that paper again?
Well, I'm sorry if you didn't write it down the first time. You're not going to get it on the trivia next week, Drew. You're going to have to go back and listen to that audio. No, it's the Absalom Examiner, of course.
So it's a 48 on the culture check.
Yeah. So not only do you know about this, you know that name because of court legal documents that have been filed in your name on behalf of Feldspar Co. There are a couple of libel and slander cases against this paper with some of these articles pointed directly at you, as well as some of the shady dealings of your family's company in the far past. The Examiner has also written about, kind of tabloid articles about the android cults that they identified maybe somewhat incorrectly as the Founders, and how they're tied to all kinds of strange dealings around the galaxy.
Well. Good to see ya. Nice to see you again. How are things?
Oh, yeah. do you know my work? Are you a reader of our paper there?
I think you know the answer to that question.
Oh, my readers will be interested to know about that. Perhaps you all have heard of my work. I recently had a piece published about the Ahsoka of unusual size down here in the Spike. They say they grow up to 8 feet tall and have lower jaw fangs that reach up over a foot tall. Anyway, well, what brings you all down here? It's crazy that we would meet in this location.
Crazy. Mm-hmm.
Just wild and crazy. Oh boy.
Wild, I know, just like mind blown, And that you were behind us too, like crazy that you were.
What? What's that?
Weird.
What's that behind you? Maybe we passed in the tunnel somewhere.
It was really dark, and my dark vision just sometimes turns off, and I can't see anything.
Yeah, I can only see about 60 feet in the dark for some reason.
Oh, same. Another thing we have in common.
Oh, boy. So we must have been exactly 120 feet apart. No, that doesn't make sense. We were 60 feet apart.
70 feet apart.
We were 61 feet apart at the minimum.
Crazy.
Anyway, I should let you guys get back to what you're doing. Don't mind me. I'm just,
Oh, you know what?
Around here, and
I had one of those once in a lifetime ideas.
Oh.
We have a whole bunch of stuff we have to do, and it would be great, perfect even, if you came with us so that you could be as close to the action as possible when everything went down.
What? I'm looking for stories, so I imagine just tagging along with the Drift Rider crew that might be interesting. Are you guys down here on some kind of secret special mission that will require your expertise, or the entire universe is going to implode?
Yeah, but the problem is we need a human. We need a sacrifice in order to appease the god that's doing what we're doing here. So you're welcome to come with us because we've needed an extra.
Oh, it looks like you've got a baby Skittermander for that very purpose. Well, very smart idea.
Baby Skittermanders are too small. We're going to need something a lot bigger.
Like 5 baby Skittermanders? I mean, I guess you can probably find those this time of night. Might be a little difficult. Like tie their little mouth stomach things together. You got a king rat Skittermander.
King rat. Oh no, poor King rat Skittermander.
Can't wait for that fan art.
Guys, I'm a level with you. I feel like you've seen through my carefully devised ruse here.
It didn't even need a sense motive check, for the record.
What? No, please. I've always wanted to be investigated like I was a bowl of Starfinder snacks. Well, you see here, I might have overheard Lynn Camuel's call for these Skittermander specialist engineers, and then about a half hour later or so, put in a call to you all, and I figured this is going to be story of the century. I smelled a Zoe Publishing Award with my name on it. So I might have followed you down here, paid off a few people, came wandering down, but listen, if you are on a hot lead here, you're going to want someone to tell your story for you, right?
No. I mean, we actually don't care if we get recognized for our work here, one way or the other.
I lean down to Alindra and say, "Whatever happened to Bob again? Did they ever perfect that technology to transfer a robot's intelligence into a butterfly or something?"
I mean, this is way worse, right? Like, I'm very confused.
This was also lying to us about why he's down here.
Guys, listen, I'm just here for the scoop, and if you let me just tag along, kind of look at what you're doing, and make colorful but respectful commentary about your actions, then listen, I'll promise I will not write any more bad ink about any of you ever again. If you just let me tag along.
Well, colorfully and respectfully, what we are doing down here is extremely dangerous.
No, it looked like you almost just exploded a second ago. So I'm gonna be like a good 59 feet back, so I can still see what you're doing, but not within any kind of area of effect range, if you will. What do you say? What do you say?
Can I sense motive on this actual motive that she's got?
Yeah, go right ahead. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, just can't stop knocking out these natty 20s here, can we?
So that's a 44.
Natural 20. Yeah, they seem to be very voracious after this story. And indeed, there's no one else here recording the goings on. So maybe it'd be important. And at the very least, maybe if you all go down, he can run and get the backup crew to come for your rescue. He'll run away and be like, I'll go get the characters from season 2 and we'll be right back. We got to level up a little bit, but we'll see if Pumpus can help.
Or a lot. Oh man, so many level ups.
How about we let them tag along as long as we get final review before they submit their story?
I have some journalistic integrity, Ms. Alindra. I can't sign off on that.
Naka does a little elbow bump to Raimi. It's like, see, she's been hanging out with us for too long.
Maybe, and feel free to say no still, but maybe it will pull at your heartstrings a little to know that this is a fan-generated NPC from our Dragon Master Rising tier on Patreon, and is it actually a PC of our good friend Cyber Robert.
Hey!
Okay, cool. Who donated a good amount for the Patreon.
Really had to put us on the spot.
Come along, Robert. Butterfly boy.
Wow.
You can't say no.
My name is Phalar. Well, no,
Phalar.
you can easily say no, but just don't
break some fans' hearts, but
don't
it's fine.
attack him. Maybe.
What, yeah, I was about to say, what's their EAC? I'll let the Spear of Fates decide.
Oh no. If this doesn't hurt me with a natural 1 and does anything to you, you're not coming along. It's too high of an adventure. Yeah, so if you guys are okay with that, he is, willing to stay back as you open up this next chamber. You ready to head inside past this trap?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm sorry now that I said that it was worse than Rob. Sorry, Robert.
Well, how about you apologize to me? I made
true
Rob
feelings
Bob.
are already
Rob Bob was
known.
my character, Rebecca. I loved him. Cool. Opening up this next chamber is dimly lit as you see some sparks arcing off the western wall here in a powered down backup generator chamber. You see 4 figures standing around in the southwest corner nearby another door, but they seem to be going at this sector here with like a blowtorch. We get to the description of this room. You see a number of desks with powered down computer displays occupying a lot of this chamber. There is thick layers of grime and look like neglect covering patches of the walls and floors, while other sections gleam with pristine shine. There's 4 hardened glass chambers to the west that contain what looks like the auxiliary generators and a dull cylindrical tower that stretches from floor to ceiling. And you've got the smell of fresh ozone, burnt metal in here as you roll up on these characters. This one here at the head. Oh, well, I guess I should say you guys want to move forward because they hear the door open and kind of call out and say, "Oh, hold there! Identify yourselves."
Well, hey, we're Starfinders. We're here to help.
Come on out with your weapons stowed and let us see you.
For with all forgiveness, my weapon will be drawn just because these times are crazy. I'm not going to put it away, but you're going to know it's there.
Are you stepping out first?
Why not?
4 ready shots. Pierce Snackfeld. No, I'm just kidding. You see, indeed, a quartet, a foursome of folks standing around the wall here. One of them seems to be blowtorching their way through the side here, the western side, and the others kind of standing around looking fairly wary of you in the dark. The one at the lead here will step forward a little bit and say, Who are you? You're Starfinders? What are you doing down here?
I'm going to be 100% honest. It's been a couple of weeks. What are we doing down here?
We're down here because the power to the whole station is like not happening. So we need to get the power back on so like the whole station happens.
Yeah. The Starstone reactor, which has been running for hundreds of years and also acting as a drift beacon, the drift beacon in the universe, just stopped working. Whatever the Arc Prime energy attack was, just shut her on down.
Dude, it was running on DOS, and they stopped supporting DOS, so it quit.
I think the Starstone is blocked, right? Right?
Oh,
Starstone is blocked.
Isn't that the name of the book? Starstone block?
What's the Starstone blockade?
Yeah.
I think it's more about like the giant armada.
The Starstone is the name of the like Absalom Station beacon, right? Isn't that the Starstone compass like points to the beacon? Yeah.
Yeah. She's got me. She's got me there, guys.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you identify yourself? Like,
yeah, my name is Nak Feldspar. This is Adros Varanus, Lindravalis, Andis, and Remy Quindar. We're very famous. Please calm down. We'll sign anything you want after all of this is over.
One of these kind of decked out soldier looking folks kind of comes up and says something to seems like the leader, the guy speaking with you, and says, "Oh, of course you are. You're the Drift Rider crew. What are you doing down here?"
We're trying to see if we can get this power back on.
Oh well,
I didn't know we were just giving up information to strangers.
Look,
nice.
Nak's like, come on, Evie. If they're not on the level, we'll just kill them and move on. Let's get to
Your plan does have a simplicity to it that is alluring, I suppose.
Well, it seems like we're somewhat aligned here. My name is Korev. This is my crew. We're the Starstone Defenders. Who sent you down here to kickstart the reactor?
Before I answer that question, can I sense motive on that answer?
Yeah. Can I make a culture check to see if
we do know who those? I mean, we were sent down specifically to find these people.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay.
So, I mean, they could be lying about who they are, which is still a good reason to sense motive.
But I don't need to roll culture to figure out what the Starstone Defenders are.
I was about to say, I think you guys already have rolled for the Starstone Defenders. You were told by Lynn Camelin that they've lost contact with them completely, but they also lost contact with the Skittermander crew, and there's kind of a reason for that. Yeah, roll me another natural 20, I guess, True, if you want, for sense motive.
Yeah, just 2 in a row. Just knock it out.
Oh, not quite as good. Oh, that's only a 29 for sense motive.
Yeah, I mean, they seem to be indeed who, or at least this guy you've spoken with so far, seems to be who he says he is. And just for our note takers once more, Korev of the Starstone Defenders. That won't come up again.
Write it down.
Yeah, I think we rolled for it last time. The Starstone Defenders are a beyond elite kind of guard unit that makes sure that the reactor and the Starstone itself are always completely contained and safe, and stop people like yourselves coming down here and, I don't know, like blowing it up or stealing it or whatever.
Oh yeah, because wasn't that the thing that like a ton of people keep trying to touch it,
and then they vanish because they think
they die because they're not supposed to be in there touching it.
And right now, one of them, this one closest to the western wall, they've turned off their blowtorch and are kind of like eyeing you guys a little unsure of who you are. But they seem to be breaching this western wall, kind of going towards the inside of the reactor.
Can you roll engineering to see if that seems like an appropriate action?
Go right ahead.
Sweet. Somebody else want to help? That'd be dope too.
No, you said it. You do it.
No, don't make me do that. I just make up ideas. I know nothing.
But you both used your natural 20s, and now it's natural 5 times.
Yeah.
Settle down, Jon Snow.
Yeah, there we go. That's Randy and Andis, the engineering team, back together again.
They're trying to crack into, at the very least, the backup generator that is kind of attached to the main one here. But you don't know why they would be doing this. Breaching that, there are other doors to kind of get closer to other parts of the system. So it seems like they're kind of brute forcing their way through a section here.
Not to be critical of the Starstone Defenders, but why are you blowtorching through your own walls? Seems like an unnecessary, aggressive kind of behavior. Are you locked out of something? Or?
Well, once the attack started, there were several attempts to get power back online, restore it through the auxiliary generators like this one through mundane means, but they were ineffective. If we can cut through this wall, though, maybe get directly to the core around the Starstone, well, we have means of shielding it from perhaps whatever energy beam is affecting it. Perhaps it itself can channel power back to the entire station. We have a series of contingency orders in case of attacks like this, and well, we're following through with our plans. I can't believe that you're the only team that was sent down here, but you're the only one we've seen since the attack started a few hours ago.
Well, to be honest, we're not the only team. We're just the only team to make it to you.
Is it that bad out there? What's happening?
Power's down everywhere. Fleet's taking heavy damage. We've got demons roaming the streets that are being summoned to support things. It's bad. You got riots in the streets trying to get on outbound ships, and all the while, then the power goes out, and we're sent down here to help. So we're on your side. Let's get this done so we can get everybody back up to speed.
Well, this is going to take some time. Were you trying to get the backup generators online yourself some way? Perhaps you can continue on your mission, and we'll remain here to guard your backside.
Well, to be honest, you were our mission. We were sent in to find you guys and make sure you're okay.
Well, technically, you're sent to restart the reactor, but
but also to restart the reactor. It was kind of a twofold
engineers. Skittermander engineers are not capable of doing it.
Yeah,
they're not capable of keeping their duties in right now.
Speaking of, so the team that came in before us was a group of Skittermanders, and we found one of them, and Nat kind of points to it, and now they look like this. You guys have any explanation for that?
We've heard a lot of odd things since the power has gone out. Scrabbling in the walls here, and we are forced to have to check on that in case something has breached containment. And if that's the case, is there more of those things crawling around?
At least 4 others.
Oh, goodness God. Oh, you hold it up and he's like, oh no. Oh, let me kill it. It's horrific.
No, this is a Skittermander. This is what they look like when they're babies.
No, I've never seen. What is that thing coming out of its belly? No, thank you.
It's fine. It's just a mouth that attaches to other creatures to siphon off food, flesh, and energy.
The more you describe it, the more I want to kill it.
Well, look, this is just how they are. I'm not here to criticize that.
Why would Absalom Station Command send down a bunch of babies to do very important engineering work?
To be fair, they were adults, and then they hit some kind of time anomaly down here, reverted back into children.
Oh, so were you all like old old people before you came down?
No,
That
I just don't think we touched the same anomalies.
Yeah, I'm aging by the second, but that's a whole other situation. We also came across this blue individual in a nice suit that claimed to have met us before, but that we hadn't met them yet. So I believe the phrase is wibbly wobbly timey wimey. You guys have any of that stuff that you are aware of that would normally go on with that down here?
The two female Starstone Defenders kind of look forward and look at one another fairly distressed when you say that, and Korev looks them over and says, yes, well, whatever deactivated the Starstone or whatever is working upon it, it might have interfered with the artifact beyond our own dimension. So in other times and universes as well, there seems to be some kind of disturbance running through this reactor level. But to be honest, anything past that is really guesswork on my part. I am a guard first and a quantum physicist like 20th.
Okay.
The fact that you're on that list at all is actually still pretty impressive.
I mean,
well, in the middle there is like good canoodler, good cuddler. I'm a great big spoon, but I'm not that good.
It's like a correspondence
Alindra
course, huh?
knows a bit about astrophysics, or at least she did in season 1. I don't know that she does in season 4, but is there like a physical science check I can do to try to understand what might be going on with, I don't know.
After hearing Korev's kind of theory, I mean, you don't really know any exact science about the Starstone itself, except that as a drift beacon, it allows people to travel to Absalom faster than anywhere else in the entire universe. So it has like a weight within the drift dimension, a gravitational weight that's like amazingly a million times more powerful than any other drift beacon that has ever been created or detected, I guess, at least. So that's what kind of makes Absalom Station a little unique.
But that seems to be powered down right now.
Yes. And you guys are here to try for one of these backup generators, see if you can get it working.
Look, I'm not going to be weird, but can we see where the Starstone is right now? Can we see what it looks like in the state that it's in?
There's like no cameras in there. There's a million different like computer readouts. They're all these computers are like down right now, but they are a little cagey about if you're asking to see the Starstone. They're like, it is well protected behind dozens of feet of metal shielding and blast bulkheads, which is why we're trying to gain entrance into the circle itself right now.
If we help you while the stone is powered down, can I touch it?
You can't touch it.
Absolutely not. I mean, even you suggesting that, I'm supposed to kill you right now. I'm supposed to like incapacitate you.
I'm kidding. It's a joke. I know the whole stories. I get it.
I don't know if you understand the joke. It's not very funny. We take our job very seriously. What'd you say your name was again?
My name is Cattywampus.
Your name is not going to be a god, Cattywampus. That's what it's going to be, because you ain't getting your eyeballs, let alone your hands on the Starstone.
So just to be clear, it's not the Starstone itself that needs to be powered exactly. There is some original source of electricity or whatever that would ordinarily be powering it, and
there are
down.
4 auxiliary backup generators. This one seems to be completely depowered, perhaps because of like the cutting through the bulkheads that they're doing here. But there's 3 others on this level, and supposedly you're just supposed to be able to walk up to it and boot it back up, and it should, if it is still capable of doing so, be enough power to restart the core, restart the Starstone itself, unblock the block, if you will.
Blockade. So Why have they not done that? I feel like I'm missing something.
These guys aren't engineers. They're just the guards.
Oh, they can't flip switches. Okay. Can I tell Andis?
They can't flip switches. That is the line of the episode right there. Maybe the line of the season. Oh,
I feel like Andis and Raimi should just go up there and fix it. I mean, this seems very straightforward to me.
Yeah, I mean, do you guys want to continue on and see if you can find another one of the 3 auxiliary generators? See if you can get to another one?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, that seems to be where we have to go no matter what. So we'll if they want to continue doing their thing here, we'll just let them know. We'll search for the other 3 or get to the other 3.
Okay.
And turn them on.
Yeah. Korev will kind of like wave you past and be like, be careful if you're continuing on here. Like I said, I've been in this position for a number of years, and I've with the core down, the Starstone deactivated, maybe these sounds were always here and I was just not able to hear them, but there's something else down here, and I don't think it's 4 Skittermander babies.
You want to tell us a little bit more about that?
I don't know. I've heard things that I've never heard before. Very loud noises. So anyway.
Is it 5 Skittermander babies?
You've already got one. There's only 4 others.
For the record, I definitely thought those 4 circles on the map were what you were referring to. I didn't realize we had to go somewhere else. So
yeah, sorry. This entire room is one of the auxiliary generator chambers. I think these things over here, these are the computer banks. So maybe dozens of people helped to program and run tests and diagnostics on this thing regularly. But right now they're kind of covered in grime and maybe disuse.
And I'm sorry, I know you said you're whatever first and like an astrophysicist 20th. Mm-hmm. What about as far as describing like an acoustic engineer? Can you give us a little more information on these loud sounds that you're hearing?
Let's see, do I? Well, you mentioned seeing something down here, and I've heard stories of reactor ghosts. But I thought I saw something out of the corner of my eyes, and I heard some loud banging to the southeastern auxiliary reactor. Before my time, I've heard a number of tales of strange translucent figures that have wandered through the chambers when it's in cooldown mode, but I don't know any more than that myself. Never seen anything like that, but since the attack, there's all kinds of oddities down here. You are just one of them, but I guess I'm glad you're on the good guys squad. Guess you're part of the cleanup crew.
We would be, yeah, exactly. So
I should probably get back to Jabert and Raimi's engineering check here of a 40. You have no clue what they're doing, like burning into the bulkhead here. It definitely does look they've maybe done some, like if you're passing by them, taking a glance, some damage to this auxiliary generator. I mean, it wasn't like on, I'm sure. Everything was shut down, but it looks like whatever they're doing is somewhat damaging.
Okay, I'm going to put out a hand and try to like, grab a shoulder and sort of pull them back from it and say, please, no, don't do this. I don't think this is not what you mean to do.
Yeah, the 2 ladies have kind of like half visors down, like guard visors. This guy in the back has like a full dark visor over his face, but you can tell they look fairly stern. It's like, and Korov comes in and is like, well, no, trust me, no, we're trained at what our protocols are, and we have, as I said, well, a number of contingencies we have to factor in. If whatever this attack is, well, we can't let anyone let this station fall into enemy hands. We're not just guards. We are the last line of defense here. So I understand you might be confused as what we're doing, but we have our orders, and I'm sure you all have yours.
I see. Well, how long is it going to take you to get through this containment shell?
At the current rate, I don't know, about 2 or 3 10-minute rests, perhaps. you don't have much time, so I would make use of them as strategically as you can.
I'm glad we didn't take a rest after that one door. Okay, great.
Oh, that would have been disastrous for just 42 electrodes. I mean, wait, I don't know anything about you. You say you took some damage.
you took some damage.
You look fine. You don't even look like a quarter of your
we're in
armor
great shape.
Singed at all.
We better go. This is an emergency. Oh God, guys, they're going to blow up the station. We got to run.
Well, maybe not the station, but they seem to intimate they have other orders. As you're walking by here, Knack, why don't you? What's your perception bonus? Let me ask that.
Plus 24.
Did I secret roll that? I did secret roll that. You notice that this larger guard here seems to be kind of like skirting away from you and like angling himself away as you pass by. It's going here, and he may or may not be art from the cover of the book. Look at this guy. Oh. But
The face of the Starstone blockade.
but he's also got like a full mask on, so you're not able to see his
Robojaw.
features.
Oh, is that Raiden from the new Metal Gear?
He's definitely got a cyber look to him.
I'm sorry, Jabber. You called it the new Metal Gear. That game came out in like 2008.
Oh yeah,
It's new to me.
Yeah, I
Drew.
only heard about it just now. It's crazy and bananas and weird.
It's a really, really fun game.
Yeah.
I'll talk about Metal Gear Rising 2.
Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
Revengeance.
Revengeance?
Revengeance. That's a word. It's a word.
That's a
Kojima's
made-up
a weird
That's
dude,
a perfectly cromulent
No.
word.
It's a word just like hexploration is. They're really cool. Yeah, so this guy seems to be a little guarded as you are walking by him.
Hey, yo, friend. What's the matter?
We're in a time of war. There's no time to talk.
No flame, Space Sherlock. But why are you giving me the side eye?
Please let me focus on my work here.
And what work exactly are you doing?
He's like feeding some energy batteries to this person that's like plasma drilling into the wall right now. Is like it's very precise.
Sense motive.
Yeah. I don't see this 5 come up.
Oh no!
Natural 2. You've been betrayed by your dice, Drew.
Oh, but then I got the 8 on the expertise,
hey,
so that's a 31 sense motive.
Yeah, I mean, he does seem to be pretty focused on the task at hand, but you get that he's trying to conceal, perhaps, his face from you? Something about his identity?
Just so we know, you won't be in the movie or anything. What's your name, friend?
The name is Revit. Revit of the Starstone Defenders. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You seem a little standoffish. I know I get that a lot with what we do and who we are. You know, you can take your guard down with us. We're on the same team here, friend. You see, your energy's a little off. I know that, well, there's a lot of off energy going on right now. You know what I mean?
Do you want to stay behind and chat with this guy as everyone else moves on?
Well, you're identifying this guy as a guy I need to pay attention to, so I'm worried about it.
Maybe Adros will like turn around and say,
Knack, what's the deal? Are we moving on, or are we tying these people up? Whoa, what's going on?
I mean, this dude's looking at me funny. He seems to be like guarding his face. I don't know what's going on with this guy.
He's got there's like a sparkle that's like sparkling on him that tells me I need to interact with him for something.
He has a quest giver question mark above his head. Yeah, Korov comes over and says, please leave my crew alone. We are, we've got a lot of work ahead of us here, and we're focused on the task at hand. I'm not going to try and get in your guys' way. Don't get in the way of my crew.
Well, I mean, if this dude didn't act so weird, I wouldn't be in the way.
How is he acting weird? What do you mean?
it's just a feeling. I don't know what to say about that. You ever get a feeling about somebody?
When we did culture checks, are like would the Starstone Defenders have like ID badges like any other security force?
I don't know if, I mean, they would definitely
some kind of self-identification.
They would definitely have like very high clearance as far as like Absalom Station security goes, but with just about every single computer system down, like they are literally the only guards that are allowed in and around the reactor. So they are like whatchamacallit, presidential bodyguards kind of level of clearance. They're very high up there, but whether they have like badges, they're all wearing what you guys can identify easily as kind of like Absalom Station high tech EAC and KAC kind of armor.
Maybe Dross will just step forward and say,
all right, I want to get out of your way. Trust me, we have a lot of stuff we need to do, but my friend's intuition is rarely wrong, so if you have anything that I hate to cast doubt on your identities, but if you have anything to prove that you are actual members of, the Starstone Defenders, I would go a long way to help, letting us know that we can trust you down here. You will literally have our flank, so it is kind of important.
Well, I guess I could say the same thing for you all. Under normal circumstances, we would be detaining you right now and bringing you back up to the surface, unless we are able to get communications saying that you all are who you say you are. We're not supposed to let anyone pass, but as it stands, we don't have the manpower right now to stop you. So I have to trust what you all say as well. So if there's anything I can do, I'll do it to earn your trust. But
sure. Why don't you have him take his mask off?
Oh, this one right here wants to Revit. Revit, show him what you're working with. Show him the goods. Ladies, you can show your masks. Take your visors up as well. He'll kind of like raise his spacesuit's visor up, the ladies as well, and
Adros will turn to Knack and say,
if you recognize any of them, or what got anything?
What Drew do you have for a just a general culture bonus?
My culture bonus is 24, but I of course get expertise on top of that.
Oh, do you when I roll secretly for you?
I mean, it's
yeah, I'm just kidding you.
Yeah.
When this Starstone Defender raises his visor up, you do not recognize him at first because you've technically never met this person, but you have seen pictures of your former crewmate Bumfuzzle's crew that he joined in the area of space outside of Aeon space. This is the spin image of his crewmate Kaz.
Whoa!
Bum, bum, bum. He lifts up his visor and says, "To be continued."
No, don't get your hopes up. Kaz was a clone, right?
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, that's true. That's
a stormtrooper. But no, that is exactly who you see.
What? But Kaz also fought somebody who looked just like Kaz, so
I don't remember that at all. You guys are gonna have to re-listen to season 2 and get back to you. But yeah, spoiler. Sorry, everyone who hasn't listened to season 2. Oh boy!
Just bleep that last minute. Just bleep the whole minute.
I mean, there are ties between every season, and this is just one of them. That's going to do it for this week's episode, guys. Thank you for playing with me.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.
I feel like we didn't accomplish a whole lot, except I got to
clear the room.
Burn you with some electricity. Burnt you a little bit of electricity.
Toasty.
Thank you, everyone, for listening, and we'll catch you next time on Cosmic Crit.
Night. Bye-bye.
Good night, folks.
been listening to Cosmic Crit, an officially licensed partner of Paizo Incorporated. The Starfinder role-playing game and adventure paths are trademarks of Paizo. All Pathfinder and Starfinder images are property of Paizo and are used with permission.